I'm the Disc Golf Guy, and this is my video blog. We're out here for the second round of the 2018 Ed Hedrick Hall of Fame Classic presented by RecTech Grills. Our coverage is brought to you by the PDGA along with our friends over at Dynamic Disc. Thank you guys so much for the support as we're about to tackle the Jackson course yet again with our FPO lead card. Let's get right to the action with our guest commentators.
Hey guys, like Terry said, we're here at round 2 at the Jackson course. This is the Hall of Fame Classic. My name's Paige Pierce.
And I'm Lisa Fajkus. Really happy to be here joining you, Paige.
Yeah, it's awesome. This will be our first time doing commentary together and a fun time to do it. This course is one of my absolute favorites.
Me too. I have to agree with you there. It's a true challenge for the top caliber players here on tour. The FPO field can really attack this course, and it's a true test for the champion.
Absolutely. And you guys kind of can see in this promo, we had a lot of fun, so hopefully we can make it kind of light too.
Yeah, thank you to the Disc Golf Guy for covering the women again.
And the PDGA and Dynamic Disc.
Hole 1, here we go. One of my favorite holes. I can say that at a lot of holes out here, though.
Yeah.
It's a great starting hole. We got these 2 routes to go. This is the hyzer route that I like to take. It's a big par 4, so we're turning the corner to the left here, slightly uphill here as we're going on the fairway, and lots of trees right here. So yeah, it's a true test here to start off.
Yeah, absolutely. You definitely want to land like close to that stump so that you have a easier approach, because like Lisa said, there's lots of trees up there to navigate through on the close to the basket on the left side.
Catrina Allen.
Oh, that wasn't good. We usually does it right. You're right.
So Katrina's going to have the box as she's our current leader. She's throwing her D1 that she will be throwing a lot out here.
Ooh.
Just a little bit too wide. Honestly, it looked pretty good.
Yeah,
just a tiny
first
bit
shot of
wide.
the day. I think it's those kind of those jitters just for starting out.
Definitely. I'm throwing my bio defender here, trying for that same gap as Kat. And I made it through the gap, but it's a little bit on the left side, so I'm going to be a little hindered.
Yeah.
Durham, North Carolina.
Elaine King, she's such a treat to play with.
She's very vocal too, so it's fun. I think we all are.
Yeah,
all 4
we
of
kind
us.
of are.
Yeah.
All right.
And Lisa. I love getting to play with you. It's fun.
Thanks, man.
Yeah. What you throwing here?
Same. This is a C-Line a C-Line FD.
FD, okay.
Fairway driver.
Nice. Just trying to find the fairway, and you did.
Exactly.
Elaine pushing that right side, which is great. She got all the distance she could on that hyzer, and she'll be right in the middle, looking at a par.
Yep, super solid. I like that a lot. Here I'm trying to go for this turnover flick. I'm a little bit pinched on the left side of the fairway. Did this the second round. I'm sorry. Yep, the second round here, and turned out okay. So got myself up the fairway.
Yeah, it was a good line. Perfect. Katrina is farther in the woods than I thought she was, and she's gonna have a kind of the same shot as you, but more severe of an angle.
I mean, that's really impressive because there's so many trees she could have tapped there. So
Absolutely.
it was really good out, really good distance too. Paige, a similar lie, kind of tucked on the left side, really making the most of that flick, just catching that tree up high. It's a decent pull there.
Yeah, thanks.
Yeah. And gosh, textbook. I just, 3 good shots and Elaine King.
Yep.
So good.
Elaine's just right down the fairway. She never really struggled. She just keeps it on the fairway and steadily progresses up it.
Yeah, it's super fun to play with her.
Lisa right under the basket.
I have a replay.
And I'm kind of hindered here. Got these trees in the way, but it's only about 120 feet from here, so it shouldn't be anything that I can't get up and down from. And lastly, we have Kat. She's in the best position, I would say, out of all of us. And just throws like a safe stolly hyzer.
That's
right,
so good.
right in the bullseye.
Yeah, seeing like where her drive landed. She got so far up there.
And as you can see, we're all pretty much tap-ins for par.
Yeah, we're all tapping in here for the 4, and just how you want to start out with your 4 here. There are actually no 3s in the division on hole 1. It's just a little out of range for the 3, but super solid 4.
I think it's definitely doable, but it takes 2 incredible shots, and even then, still, you're probably gonna have to make a putt.
2 incredible shots and a really great putt. I think. Yeah, that second shot is really tough.
Yeah, it is. Now we're moving on to hole 2, which is one of the shorter par 3s. It's 390 feet. It has a steady turn to the left, but your tee shot you want to be relatively straight with just the dump at the end.
I feel like there's also like a slight left to right slope on this hole that kind of pulls your disc to the right side of the woods. So it's really important to aim your body correctly and shoot your disc right down the fairway.
Absolutely.
And try not to overburn it to the right side.
Catrina with that same D1, she's gonna hopefully push that right side.
There you go. Yeah, you want to push it so it can hyzer back.
Yeah, it came out a little left. She was hoping for the right gap, but she went through the left gap. She's commenting on her disc being a magician. It's funny. I'm going with my Lucid X Convict here, trying to correct the mistake I just saw Kat make, and I do not. I throw the same shot.
Yeah, kind of the same result. Yeah.
But the left side's okay. You still have a decent putt.
Yeah, you're open enough probably up there.
Yeah.
Elaine's flirting with that right side. That just needs to hyzer out. Yeah, see, you can work with that.
Absolutely.
No tree kicks right there.
It's pretty easy to par this hole. We're trying to kind of get birdies. Would you agree?
Yeah, I totally agree. Like a really good pump will get you down there in the circle.
So even when you mess up a shot, you're looking at a par.
No, it's open enough unless you get that really mean tree tap.
Yeah.
We're all good here on the drive.
Elaine with a routine approach. She is left with about a 15-footer or so. Lisa, every time she gets the Nova out, I'm expecting for some metal.
It's that watermelon Nova, man.
Yeah,
I love
nice.
it. It's super beat in. It's one of my favorites.
Catrina, a little pinch, so she has to put a little hyzer on it. There's no way for her to really make it, so you see she just puts it under the basket. I had a little window here, but that branch didn't allow me to get it as high as I wanted.
Low
so
ceiling, yeah, that's tough.
Laying it up.
Elaine's really a notably strong putter.
She is.
She takes her time. She's squared up, and you can learn so much by watching Elaine.
Absolutely. She, I was talking about this yesterday on round 1 footage. She, every putt she hits is dead center, and she takes a while, but it hits the middle of the basket.
Yeah, I like how she squares up to the basket. Really sharp, and yeah, like dead center chains. That's exactly where you want to be.
Absolutely. And as we all par this hole again, there's still no movement as far as the scores go.
Yeah, we're all bunched up there right now. I think Kat has a 2-stroke lead.
I believe so at this point.
Okay.
And we are on to hole 3, which Lisa called Jurassic Park hole. I like that.
It's a little rough. This is a new hole they just added to the Jackson course. They actually redesigned the course and added some really great holes here. We're about to see the next several holes. But yeah, this hole reminds me, Jurassic Park a little bit. But yeah, you just want to navigate through this fairway. It is a par 4 here, 594 feet. This first shot's kind of pick your line here.
Katrina's throwing her D2. She told me she's just trying to throw this as hard as she can on a flex line. She didn't really turn it though.
Yeah, she didn't. Yeah, she wanted more flex out of that. See where the spotter's standing. You want to be just past the spotter, anywhere in that little area. It's kind of the landing zone of the fairway.
I play this hole so much differently than Katrina.
That's right in the side of the fairway.
Yeah.
Pretty much on the right side.
We'll see if Elaine can get a little more left than me. I was close to being where I wanted.
Even when you're like middle fairway, you might not even have like a great second shot. So
there's a lot of new trees, or not new trees, but since the hole is new, the trees are not necessarily.
And it's basically a dog leg left on your second shot.
Yeah.
So you can be a little extra left and like pinched. Me and Kat are left side, so we're gonna be working for that second shot. Paige has a sweet window here. That's what I'm talking about, having that sweet window being on the right side of the fairway. And yeah, I mean, like, you kidding me? Yeah, that's so good.
Thank you. Yeah, that was my straight mid-range EMAC truth, and just trying to basically make that gap, and whatever happens, happens.
Yeah, definitely want to hit that gap strong like you did. Elaine has a similar look there. See, I'm pinched on the left side. I threw my Firebird. I just didn't get enough on it. Kind of left myself in the bush.
I think it was the right disc choice. You want to turn that corner left and just maybe a tiny bit low.
I really threw it lightly. I wanted more power behind it. But yeah, definitely a good idea.
Cat with a rare error there.
Yeah, she was so much kind of in the woods that she had a tree kick, but got out on the second one way up the fairway.
Now we have Elaine with a approach to the basket from maybe 240 or so.
Wow, it's really solid.
Perfectly pin high, a tiny bit right, but really not even enough
very nice,
to note.
very smooth. Yeah.
Yeah.
She's putting from maybe about 20. Okay, so the Wombat 3 here. Thanks,
You
Aaron.
put your whole body in that one.
I did, you know, it was an awkward lie.
Yeah.
I was pretty happy with the result, but it's a long one.
Yeah. Wanted a little more angle on that if I was going to finish towards the basket.
Catrina, looks like circle 2 there. It's also pretty long.
And kind of like the last hole, she didn't really have a way to make it. So she kind of just had to put a hyzer up there.
Yeah, she kind of just left
That
it at
tree.
the basket. So I'm just about, maybe just circle edge-ish.
Circle's edge, yeah, I was thinking.
That would have been to save a par, so I was a little disappointed there. Not a very good attempt.
See if Elaine can
Solid.
connect, and she does. Always does.
Super good upshot.
It's very rare you see her miss one of those.
Yeah, I agree. Okay, just dropped one stroke there, got a bogey.
Yeah. When you get a bogey out here, you're not even feeling that bad on this hole.
No, you're right. You're like, just maintain. One bogey's okay.
Nobody's really birdieing it, so, you
That's
know,
a good
you're
point.
losing one stroke.
Yeah. It's no big deal. Yeah, you gotta, like, kind of give yourself that positive self-talk out there. It's just a bogey. Even if it's a double bogey, hey, you still got a lot of pars out there.
Yeah.
And you want to, you know, put your best foot forward.
Absolutely. And being that early in the round, too, you know, lots of stuff can
Yeah, I
change.
always just tell myself, like, you know, you want to just go get those pars and you know, just do your best no matter what.
Yep.
Here we go. This is a nice skinny fairway.
Yeah, it is. Hole 4, 327 feet. It's relatively straight for, I would say, the first 290 feet about, and then the last 40 feet or so has a dip to the left. So basically, I'm just trying to throw straight and let my disc finish towards the basket.
So this is, 327 feet. It's interesting that it's the 5th most difficult hole out here on the course today, on the second round in the FPO division.
I would say that's probably because if you hit an early tree, there's no way to recover.
You're looking at a bogey most likely. It's really rough on the edges with this being a new hole this year. We're thinking in the next several years it'll be a little bit more cleared out with the foot traffic, but this year you really want to be right down the pipe like Elaine's showing us.
Yeah, this shot was beautiful.
Oh gosh,
Absolutely
and
beautiful.
the gorgeous roll. That's awesome.
Catrina, this is her signature H3.
Oh, okay. So she solved it a little.
Yeah, a little too much hyzer and a little early release. One of the two of those could have been fine, but with both of those, she's going to be blocked on the left.
Okay.
Lisa, I loved this release. I knew it hit that late branch, but out of your hand, I thought it was perfect down the
Just trying
fairway.
to send it straight. Yeah, it kind of tailed off there at the very end. Left me with this for the up and down. Hit that early tree. So this is averaging 3.62 today on the course. Just think that's interesting with it just being a shorter distance hole. But like you said, this is really pokey and kind of tough. So I'm in the circle here to save a par. And hit it.
Not surprised.
Got the save.
One of the
This is
most
a
solid
little
putters, I
downhill
would say.
putt too. So I was really happy to save that.
This is Elaine's attempt for birdie from probably 20.
There
Dead
you go.
center.
There you go.
With confidence, too.
Awesome birdie putt.
Catrina to save her bogey.
Oh, what a bummer. She had a really great recovery shot. Paige, what a drive. Super birdie.
Thanks. That was a pleasant surprise. I honestly did not think I was that close.
Yeah, you and Elaine
Even
were
close.
super surprised on your drives. Pretty much laced them right up there. And there were 3 birdies here
Yeah.
today on this
And-
course. We just saw 2 of them with Elaine and Paige. Courtney McCoy was the 3rd birdie.
We're back here on hole 5. This is the last of the new holes for. Actually, it's not. I'm tripping. But this is, regardless, it's one of the new holes. This is probably my favorite addition to the course. I think it's.
I think it's beautiful
It's
too.
absolutely beautiful. It challenges your release point. It has some elevation. There's a tight tunnel, and you know, even if you make that gap, if you filter off to the left or right, you're not getting that birdie.
Like, yeah, I agree. Visually, it's a beautiful hole. You
And
got
it's
the,
visually too.
high ceiling, the really cool trees. There's a really special tree on this hole as well.
I'm throwing my EMAC Truth, and I just slightly turn it too much. It hits a right tree and
Plinko.
gets a kick. Yeah.
The second kick was good.
Elaine with her vanish. She is
nice.
putting a nice turn on it. If it
Ooh.
hyzers back, she's gonna be loving this, and it does.
Gosh, that was nice. I'm throwing a leopard 3 here.
Good release down the fairway.
Thank
just
you.
maybe a little too hyzered.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, I think so. I just kind of hyzered out, kind of popped it out, but I was really happy to hit the gap.
Yeah, to be that far down there. I mean,
Yeah.
honestly, if you hit an early tree, you're losing a stroke for sure.
Kat does a really good job keeping her release flat here. I would have liked to have my disc come out more of a flat angle like that. She puts herself right in the circle.
I didn't see a better shot than that.
Yeah, that was amazing.
Honestly.
I mean, gosh, this hole is 363 feet
Yeah.
through a tight line. That's incredible.
I'm left kind of hindered on my footing, so I throw a standstill.
Yeah, great standstill.
Thanks.
I remember you saying can't do that on the first one. I threw the turnover again right there on my approach, put myself close.
Elaine with it kind of bid. I mean, when you get down that close, you kind of have to give it a little go. She just leaves it a little short.
For the birdie. All right. Catrina Allen was the only birdie on this hole today.
Awesome.
Not surprising.
After that drive, I mean,
It's really hard to match that.
you have a lot of motivation to hit that putt, too.
Definitely. I was happy to pick up a 3 here. Move along.
Pars are good.
Yeah.
I would say that the leader of the tournament's going to shoot even over par. So, honestly, anytime you get a par out here, it's like
Right.
you're one hole closer
Yeah, I was
to...
celebrating my pars.
Yeah.
For sure.
It's a hard course.
Yeah.
Elaine with a super stress-free par here.
Excellent.
And
Yeah.
we move on to hole 6.
Sweet.
This one is the
Okay.
last of the new holes
Okay.
for now.
No, well, for now, yeah.
For now,
And
yeah.
yeah, this is one of my I would say favorite holes
Mm-hmm.
actually of the new holes. This is only showing one of the routes. There's actually a left route and a right route to go up. So that's why I think it's kind of cool visually. And this is the hyzer ray and uphill and really skinny. So you got to really throw a good placement shot through that gap, and then a really good pitch up shot.
Yeah, it's very tight. This footage definitely paints the picture of it being very guarded.
As well as uphill, so like I said, so it's really touchy on the drive. That's what makes it such a good hole. It rewards you for 2 good shots, and then it'll punish you if you're a little bit off.
Yeah, Catrina late releases that, and it's going to be left with a kind of a scramble shot from there.
Yeah, definitely. Paige is really nice up the fairway, great distance. A little bit on the right side, but should be able to work from there.
Yeah. We got
Elaine misses
Elaine.
that tree very beautifully.
Amazing shot. Honestly, that's the way to get down closer to the basket, is hugging that left side, but it's just scary.
I want to follow Elaine if I can.
Oh!
Almost.
About 3 inches
Yeah,
from greatness, you
right.
know?
That was my play. Almost just a little off on my execution. Took my S-line FD for my second shot and put it up there. But
Nice.
left myself in probably circle 2.
Catrina deciding what distance she needs. That's a F2 in her hand, and she put down her D1, so it's shorter than she thought. Just going with a little flex.
That might have been like more of a layup, not a layup, but it's just not going for everything.
Yeah,
maybe.
I think she also maybe thought it would skid a little.
Oh, okay.
With
So
the stability of the disc.
Smart play either way. Elaine's up there for a good look at par.
Got this tree on my right, so I'm kind of worried about my release point, but I just kind of let it stall out since it's not that far of a
About
shot.
within 200 feet
Yeah,
right there. About.
absolutely.
So it's
it was under.
It's a great kind of hyzer shot there to have.
Ooh! I thought you made this one.
Yeah, that would. I had to hyzer around that tree right there, and yeah, I thought it felt good, but it was close. Oh,
Catrina, that would have been an incredible par
yeah,
save.
you know, she's been hitting those.
It's honestly, if I was Catrina, I wouldn't even be too mad with that bogey after that tee shot. But again, we see it just a tiny bit low on that putt.
Really all over it. Yeah.
Elaine making it look easy. Another
Love it.
par.
Yep. Great stuff.
That's how you stay on the lead
Yeah,
card.
super steady. You're right.
Lots of pars. I'm happy with the par on this one as well. The day before I double bogeyed it, so
For sure.
you know, correcting a mistake there.
Yeah.
Catrina with her crossword.
You know, backups happen.
Absolutely, lots on this course, so you're gonna see us having a little bit of fun while we're waiting.
Yeah.
Actually, on this hole 7, we are
We're back to the OG course.
Yeah.
Original gold, and we're moving on. Big par 4 here.
This is one of the truest par 4s.
I really like this hole.
In the sense that it's absolutely a 2-shot hole.
Yeah.
The first shot is critical placement, and the second shot, if you land in that sweet spot, then you can absolutely birdie it. But if not, you're getting a par.
Mm-hmm. 2 great placement shots, just like Paige was saying. It's within our wheelhouse, I believe, to pull it off. So, and this is a downhill shot. We want to hyzer around those trees, basically, to the left. And that needs to hyzer quickly.
Yeah.
Okay, tap the tree.
On the
Decent-
back side.
decent
Yeah, I wanted it
position,
to hyzer a
actually.
little bit faster,
Yeah,
but that tree gave me a decent kick, I would
Okay,
say.
yeah, or the right direction. Elaine's a little bit too right side of the fairway. She wanted to hyzer back more left, I believe. So
She was on that same
Yeah.
spot yesterday and was trying to correct it, but
Right.
honestly threw an identical shot.
Okay. And Catrina loves to put that big hyzer angle on her disc, which comes out really great.
Super good.
That's-
It's maybe, if anything, a little bit more left than she wanted to be, but
Wow, okay.
she's in that money
Yeah,
spot.
exactly. This is a really money drive for me, too. Really nice hyzer.
Yesterday I was a little too deep.
Really great position right there.
We're here with Elaine King, Lisa Fajkus, and Catrina Allen on the lead card. Round 2 lead card. We got a nice gallery as well.
I feel used.
Step into Smashbox on YouTube for coverage.
Okay.
Sorry about that. Just being a little goofy.
Oh my goodness.
I'm not quite to the money spot, so I have to throw a flex turnover with my felon. And I actually impressed myself on this shot. I thought it was not quite doable, but I tried and got up there for a putt. Oh, that was so close. It was a great angle, just a little bit late of a release with that tree being right there.
I was super happy with this position here. It gave me a good spot to attack the basket.
Absolutely. If I could place my disc on the fairway, I would put it right about there.
Yeah. So,
Can she execute?
want to get this nice and high so I can hyzer back, put myself inside the circle. Really happy with that.
Absolutely. You can actually see the string. Catrina throwing her H1 here. It's a lot more steep of a hyzer since she's on that left side and has to pull it wide and hits that tree on the barrier side on the right.
Come on over there. Come on.
I was not stoked to see that for Elaine. That wasn't very characteristic of her. It was a shot you don't see her miss very often.
I would say this is, you know, it's just one of the harder holes.
It is.
It's averaging .33 over par. Oh gosh.
But with that miss, she's gonna leave herself with these tough shots over here. I mean, if you stay on the fairway, it's relatively easy.
I
But
agree. Yeah. Here's Paige.
just inside the circle.
This is for a 3.
Yes,
Look.
it is.
Excellent.
Thank you.
Way stretched out.
Yeah, that was about as far as I think I could have stretched.
Yeah. That was awesome. Huge birdie putt there.
Thank you. Katrina
Ooh,
connecting. Her
nice.
putt looked great.
Yeah, solid. You can tell that she worked on that a little bit, and ooh, coming out nice. There's a birdie for me. Me and Paige were the 2 birdies here in round 2, which is a birdie 3 on this hole, which is hole 7.
And we'll move on to hole 8. It's a par 4, 645 feet. It's you start out downhill, and then you dogleg hard to the right, and then for the remainder of the shot, it's kind of uphill.
Okay, yeah, and then you
Crucial
have these
placement.
two paths here, left or right, you're left with, and gosh, so many trees on this fairway, and that's why this plays as the most difficult hole on this course. It's a par 4, and it's actually averaging 1.1 stroke over par.
Wow.
So yeah, this is.
But since it's downhill,
I did it yesterday, and I was like, oh, cranked over my wrist, and I yelled so loud. I bet y'all heard me.
No,
I
I
was
didn't.
like, no, and like it went like just 2 straight.
I keep hyzering out. Like it just will lose
So you just
speed and
just don't worry about the height, just worry about boom straight. You know what I mean? But
Yeah.
that's
Now you
my
have to
that's my
decide if
play.
she's being a bad influence.
That's my play. I don't know.
She's trying to win right now.
What do I know though? I know, maybe too. Some behind the scenes there.
Yeah, as you can see, Lisa's trying to coach me into the sidearm. I think it's a great option. I just don't think it's in my wheelhouse yet.
Well,
so
Paige has been like adding the sidearm to her game with this really overstable frisbee, so I know she's got this shot. But you know, her backhand is too good to even try that shot. You know, but I like to take a really overstable fairway, or I'm sorry, driver, and just see. I didn't get enough power. Ooh, it might have worked out, and then I got that branch, and then it was way too high in the air. But this is one I would just like to have some more practice shots on.
yeah, absolutely.
Is where it comes down to. That's such a great backhand there.
Kat and I were talking about this one though. Like, even when you throw a great shot, you might not land in a good position.
I agree.
There's lots of trees to navigate, like roots, just lots of fairway trees.
Elaine has an awesome shot there, just right center cut in the fairway.
And I think we were talking about that, how Elaine had the best lie of all of us.
Yep.
And how
And here
maybe
she is.
that's the play.
Yeah, because right here she's got the kind of the open look. She kind of grip locks it.
Yeah, a little late
It was
release.
like
And
too open, you know, you're kind of like licking your chops on this hole.
yeah, you're stoked.
Yeah, for sure. So Catrina from the left side.
Not as lucky on the landing.
It's kind of
but
like what you want though. It's like a funky lie. You just want to penetrate straight, no trees.
Yep.
And she's in the middle. And same with you. You got that funky lie. You're gonna try your turnover flick here, and hope for the best execution, which is pretty good here.
unfortunately hindered behind that tree
Yeah,
again,
you know,
though.
you're a little tucked under that tree. You want it to be more clear. Yeah.
Good out right into the
Yeah,
opening.
thanks. My second shot, I flicked it, almost got out, had to pitch out again. Was trying to go big here, hyzering to the right side of that tree, sold it off early. Didn't really give myself a close putt there.
Lane from in the woods, she's just looking to kind of get back to the fairway. She gets a decent ways up there before that tree hit,
Yeah,
so
it's a really late tree hit.
Katrina trying to get herself up there for a putt for par. She's just outside the circle, I would say.
Yep.
I'm going with my Classic Blend Marshall on this shot. I was back and forth between the Truth and the Marshall. Couldn't quite tell how far it was. I think that was the right choice distance-wise, but just kind of made it a little soft.
Wow. I'm just looking at more stats on this hole. I'll let y'all know in a second. There I am with the putt. Getting it low, though.
And we got Elaine from, I would say, about 45 or so.
Get up.
Tries to put her body into it. Doesn't
Super
quite
great
get
run.
it there, though.
Yeah, she had the height. A little early and high.
Don't want to be missing those, especially when it's to
tough.
save par.
Yeah, I agree. Oh, dang. That's a tough one.
Little low. But she had to put it on a hyzer since that tree was right
Yeah,
there
we're
again.
all kind of scrapping on this hole here. There you go. This is really interesting. There were 4 fours on this hole. We're all kind of past that. We're all kind of tapping in for a bogey here. But there were 4 fours on this hole, so only 4 pars on the hole for round 2 in the FBO field.
Wow.
Zoe, Courtney, McCoy, Ashley Collins, and Mad Walk. So, pretty cool. Pretty cool for y'all to get your pars. They're few and far between on hole 8.
Yeah. So lead card here, looking at a lot of bogeys. And you can see the scoreboard's changing up a little bit here. Catrina has me by 1, and then Elaine and Lisa are behind me by 4.
Yeah, tied up. Hole 9, this is actually no slouch either. This is playing as the 2nd most difficult hole in the course after following hole 8, the 1st most difficult hole. Really tough tee shot. We passed it already, but there was OB right off the tee. So here we are down the fairway. Just so many trees, so many kicks. Be clean up this fairway, find your alley, and be true with it. It's really tough if you get off a little bit, just like any hole.
I can absolutely believe that it's the 2nd hardest hole in the course. I might even say
no
the
doubt.
1st.
Yeah, it's today at
For
least
me.
in round, yeah. In round 2, it's playing 0.9 over par.
Wow.
Yeah.
Yeah, we're trying to go up this left gap, hyzer flip, and just try to be in the short grass.
Oh,
I hit that tree and it kicks into the woods.
Yeah, and that was such a beefy shot. He had so much on it. You can see there's a little goalie off the tee box. If you hit an early tree and kick backwards, that's OB.
Shouldn't see many people doing that.
No, but it's a real
It's
outcome.
definitely a possibility.
It's
though.
really unlikely. You're right. Catrina had a good distance pull on that one. Just left herself left side there.
Elaine with her vanish again.
Elaine,
She
I
throws a good Anheuser
Could almost
release on this
commentate
shot.
before she throws every shot. Like
Yeah, it's
right,
gonna be in the
right
center.
down the middle again.
But the last 2 holes, she actually had bad releases, so this was good to see her get back to that.
Yeah, I had Plinko on this hole.
Second kick was beneficial for sure.
We were laughing that one off, definitely. It left me in a great spot to get a run up. I was pretty happy with that result, and put myself up the fairway with my
Yeah, it was a
FD
great
again.
shot.
Thank you.
Great shot.
Oh.
Elaine kind of tucked on that tree, has to
Good power
really
and
release it on kind of late, like purposeful
Yeah.
late release to miss
I
that
like
tree.
That. Great control.
After that tree kick, I'm left in here and
Ooh.
having to throw
That was silky.
thanks.
Yeah.
Flex sidearm just to get into the fairway.
From
really.
the knee? I mean,
Yeah.
come on, that's crazy good.
Thanks.
I know that's the D2, the gray one.
Yeah,
She's-
the green
she's
one's that D1.
D1,
Yep.
D2. She's deadly with that gray one. And she's picking the D1 here. Oh, wait, no, D2.
D1, yeah.
Oh, okay, she has them both. D1, there it is.
So it
She has-
hyzers out a little bit,
Okay.
but honestly, she knew she couldn't 3 it from there.
So
So,
it's
she's
like
just trying to find the fairway
The
and
D1
play for the par.
is straighter than the D2?
The D1 is more overstable.
More overstable.
Yep.
Okay, gotcha.
Elaine from about, I would say 300 or so. Just a nice, powerful backhand hyzer.
Yeah, it looks like she's about 20-ish away
Yeah,
from
definitely inside the
basket.
circle.
And here's my approach. Going straight at it with my Des Redding Stingray.
Nice.
Thank you.
Des was out there today following us
Yeah,
around. It was really
nice.
cool to see.
Love her.
We got a standstill Marshall shot from maybe 225 or so. I just want to miss the trees and get to the basket, but I don't do that. I kind of release it a tiny bit early and it hits that tree. Catrina, almost the same shot as I. We both hit that same tree and kicked a little bit backwards, left with longer putts that we don't want to be looking at.
It's just a long putt. It was a good
Yeah,
attempt.
it's one of those ones you make 1 out of 10 tries.
Yeah,
or
I
so,
agree with
so
that. Yeah.
can't be too mad, but
Kat had that one tree to work around, gave herself like this kind of awkward hyzer putt.
yep. Seems like she's had a lot of those this
I
round,
know,
honestly.
right? Here you go, Elaine King inside the circle. Ah, so close.
Little left,
I mean,
little
that
low,
might be
but-
circle edge. It's hard to see. Hard
Yeah,
to tell there.
I would
Yeah.
say circle's edge.
You're right. There you go. It's a solid putt there.
It's a tester for bogey.
Yeah, I was just thinking that you don't want to let that one fall. There you go.
You see these scores kind of shift around a little bit again. I still have 1 on Kat, though, as we both bogeyed, and Lisa with the lone par of the
Yes.
card, so she's going to move up a stroke, and we will be moving on to the back 9 with a little bit of shifting on this leaderboard.
Oh, here we go. A lot of people tied up at 7 here, and Paige Pierce, 1 stroke over Catrina Allen.
Make sure you tune into the back 9 to see how things finish out, round 2.
Yeah, thanks for joining us.